Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, Vinland Saga just hits differently. Like, I started this episode, and on episode 1, I am on the edge. Like, I don't know what it is about this anime, but it just feels like anything can happen at any moment. And I mean, you start off with some characters you don't even know, right? But they're in this village and everything is quiet, and you know that this anime is messed up. So like, at some point, something may or may not happen to these people that you've seen grow for like the past half episode. As I'm watching this episode, like, I'm just worried, like, what is gonna happen to these people? And I'm just constantly thinking about it as I'm watching this entire episode. So I don't know, I just wanted to nerd out with you guys about the fact that Vinland Saga just hits differently on all levels. And unlike most animes, you don't really know what to expect.
Ready? Run away. Hey, seems we're in luck. The girl's pretty cute, isn't it? Please, no!
Let go! Einar!
Lotta! Get your hands off of her!
You neighbor!
Now onto the topic at hand. So let's talk about Thorfinn. So in this episode, what I want to take a look at with you guys is a point in time where he states that he no longer cares about life whatsoever. And this is actually put to the test. So in episode 2, we start to see a little bit more of the master's son, and he's like your typical douchebag, right? He's like 17 and he's trying to be looked at as a man, and he is just like a whiny child. Anyway, so in this episode, he is trying to prove his manhood, and what happens is that some hired hands that have been hired to protect the land convince him that the only way that he can prove that he is a man is to kill somebody else. So guess what? These hired hands convince him that the best and easiest way for him to kill somebody is to kill one of these slaves, because obviously in this show, if you're a slave, then you're not worth anything. So we enter this scene where they're in the hired hands hideout, right? And they're egging on the son of the master to kill Thorfinn or his friend Einar. I think it's Einar. So Einar obviously doesn't want to die, so he starts fighting for his life. And Thorfinn, looking at all this chaos and all this nonsense, he's like, you know what? You can cut me down, because at this point, it doesn't seem like Thorfinn cares about his life. So one of the hired hands decides to prove Thorfinn's statement to the test, because he believes that everyone is afraid of dying. So he starts slicing Thorfinn. And then we enter this scene that's just gruesome and just filled with tension, because you don't know what is going to happen to Thorfinn. So 1-1, he's just like, I mean, he's slicing him like a piece of meat. It's like he's playing that Ninja Fruit game. And Thorfinn is not reacting at all. And then he proceeds to state that he's gonna cut Thorfinn's eye out next. And the thing about the show is that, you know, this guy is the main character, and in most shows we don't see that the main character gets hurt this badly. But in this case, I mean, they've already cut his ear off, so we're not sure if we're gonna end up with a main character with just one eye. So at the moment that this is about to happen, their leader comes in and he puts a stop to everything. And this is the part that is crucial, and what I want to discuss with you guys today is that up to this point, we are led to believe that Thorfinn does not care about his life and he doesn't care about dying.
Why should death be something everyone has to fear? We only live because we don't want to die.
But there's a moment where this leader proves to Thorfinn that he does want to live. And at the moment when Thorfinn sees the intent to kill from the bandits' leader is when he actually reacts and fights for his life, proving to us all and to Thorfinn himself that he does want to live.
There it is. Did you see that, Thorfinn? Your body's trying to tell you it's not ready to die just yet.
You know, there's been some comments online that Thorfinn has gotten soft, but this moment proves that there's still an animal in him, that he can still fight. And what I want to focus on is this innate desire for Thorfinn to live. Now, what this reminds me of is when a lot of people say that they don't believe that there is a God. And here's the thing, people generally are comfortable saying that they don't believe that there is a God, that there is a creator, until they are faced with a life and death situation. And I say this from personal experience, where I've had friends and family be dealt with a difficult situation in their lives. And when I go to them and say, hey, look, I know that you don't believe that there is a God. I do, and I am going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for your family. I'm going to pray for whatever is going on in your life right now. And I kid you not, 100% of the time, people say to me, you know what? I don't know if there is a God or not, so I'll take your prayers. And the Bible talks about this, that there are times where people are not going to be willing to acknowledge that there is a God until they have hit rock bottom, until they have no other options. And this is just a sad reality of life. But the thing is that you don't have to wait until you don't have any other options before considering God. I would encourage you to, at a minimum, truly put Christianity to the test. Alright guys, this is all that I had for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, do you really think that Thorfinn is soft? Do you guys get the same experience that I did while you're watching this anime? This anime, to be honest with you guys, is becoming one of my favorites just because of the unpredictability of its nature. Alright guys, that's it for today. As always, I just want to remind you that we must persevere.